Hi everyone, my name is Mr. Watson, and in this video I'm going to be giving an overview and a little bit of context on Kamikaze, a poem written by Beatrice Garland. Now this poem is a part of AQA's GCSE English Literature Power and Conflict syllabus. It depicts the story of a kamikaze pilot who changed his mind whilst on his mission. So what exactly does the word kamikaze mean? If you were a kamikaze pilot in World War II, you were a member of a special corps in the Japanese Air Force, charged with the suicidal mission of crashing an aircraft laden with explosives into an enemy target, especially a warship. I've put some images here to help illustrate what a kamikaze pilot did. We have the kamikaze pilot on the left, we've got a kamikaze pilot preparing to crash into a ship, and the one on the right is, of course, an explosion caused by a kamikaze attack. Now, being a kamikaze pilot was one of the highest honours for a Japanese military pilot. So there was no higher honour than giving your life for your country and for the emperor. It was put into the minds of these pilots that their sacrifice would be remembered, that it was heroic, and that it would bring them true glory after death. And as a result of this, there was a strong degree of social pressure. If you were chosen as a kamikaze pilot, there wasn't really a way for you to turn it down or refuse. The pressure from the people around you and the expectation that was on your shoulders, carrying that title, was something that these pilots could not get away from. And failure to go through with a kamikaze mission would mean your failure as a soldier and a failure to your country and all those who know you. So as I've said, the selection to be a kamikaze pilot was the greatest military honour for a Japanese pilot. It meant making the ultimate sacrifice for their country and emperor. Failure to go through with the kamikaze mission would therefore lead to the pilot being considered a coward, and this action would bring shame and dishonour to not only the pilot himself, but also his family and friends. Now, in terms of Kamikaze, the poem by Beatrice Garland, it explores the testimony of the daughter of a kamikaze pilot. She tells us how the pilot is in his plane and ready for his mission. He is focused only on the task, knowing that if he's successful, he will not return. However, on the journey towards his target, it is implied that he looked down at the sea and is reminded of his childhood. Whilst thinking about these pleasant memories, it seems as though he remembers the beauty and value of life. And so he changes his mind, aborting the mission and returning home. Despite his return, he is shunned and ignored by his family and friends due to the shame and dishonour he brought on himself and, by extension, all who knew him. And something that's particularly interesting about this poem, and quite powerful, are the final couple of lines. And sometimes, she said, he must have wondered which had been the better way to die. And those two lines really sum up the dilemma and the conflict that a kamikaze pilot would have faced. And it makes an interesting point. This pilot, he wanted to live. He enjoyed life. He wanted to go back to his family and enjoy his life with them. And yet, the tragic irony of this is, in making that decision, he lost everybody who cared about him. I hope this video was helpful for you. If it was, please leave a like. And why not subscribe if you haven't already, so you don't miss any of my future videos. Thank you, as always, for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.